What's up, everybody? This is Jose from Southern Life.
Hey, kid.
Welcome to Winter Park, Florida, in Orange County, outside of Orlando. Today, we're going to be exploring Orlando, the nicer side of Orlando, one of the nicer sides of Orlando, on the north side. This area has just a little bit higher incomes than the rest of the metropolitan area, but you can see it's really busy. It's only 2:15 and there's already traffic. It's pretty hectic getting off of this exit. Lots of traffic, long red lights. On top of that, panhandlers on every corner. Typical Florida crap.
Yep.
Let's explore Winter Park.
Florida Man Olympics.
Yeah. So we're gonna explore Winter Park. Have we ever done a Winter Park video? I don't know if we have.
Maybe years ago.
If we did, it was so long gone, I don't
Yeah.
remember. But it's kind of like a nice suburban area north of Orlando. It is extraordinarily hot today, so we are going to be running the air conditioner. It's kind of noisy, but there's no other way around it. I mean, it's just a really hot day. So, I think I can do that. Sometimes putting some water on the windshield helps cool it down. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I've actually considered putting ice inside of our windshield wiper in the morning, and just having ice inside the windshield wiper fluid so that water's cold, and then that will help.
I've actually thought of like a little invention where it's similar to, the ice pack we have at home, where it's like a felt pack.
A tiny ice pack.
Yeah, a tiny ice pack that goes on the back, so on hot days it's like you can just change them out.
We have been looking for apartments in the Orlando area. I mean, we're looking to move within the next little bit here.
Yeah.
So one thing we've been doing while driving around, look at those over there, Kate. Look those up over there. We're looking at cost of apartments. Trying to get a feel for what things cost. Unfortunately, it seems that it's extraordinarily expensive in all of Florida cities. And some of these Florida cities don't even have enough income, so it's like, oh, you're paying all this money to live here, but how am I gonna pay for it? Oh yeah, it's linked into that. So,
Yeah.
sorry, I know I disrupted your...
You asked me to do something, and then when I go to do it, you get rid of it.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
We're sharing the infotainment center with the phone, so it's kind of confusing.
A one bedroom is $1,800. Another, for a little bit bigger, is $1,900, and for a two bedroom, it's $2,600.
$2,600. So living here would actually be more expensive than where we live now. That's what I'm seeing. Like, it doesn't even make... Like, you might as well just move to Miami and be in Miami and enjoy, like, the rural Florida versus trying to subsidize.
It's like, I always look at the amenities and, like, am I just paying to have a gym and a pool? And that's the consensus.
I don't care about neither of those things.
No, I mean...
Not if it's going to make my rent more expensive.
No.
This seems like a really nice area. The question is cost.
Yeah.
This seems really nice out here.
Yeah, it does.
Very clean.
Yeah.
And this is the white part of Orlando, but it's still diverse enough where you'll still get Cuban, Colombian, and all the Greek, and then all other things we like about Florida.
Yeah.
Like, it's got enough diversity to where... So basically living here costs the same as living anywhere else in Florida.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, you'd think Orlando having higher crime would be more affordable, but it ain't. These plazas look gorgeous out here.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of Broward County in a lot of ways.
I'm looking at another one, and I'm going to see what it actually is.
Shoes.
Yeah, it's about the same.
You know, this reminds me of like North St. Petersburg, some parts of Miami. It has a really Broward County. It has a really nice vibe out here.
Yeah.
The traffic is unreal. And it's not even peak. It's only 2:20 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And it's already like peak traffic. There's a Bentley right here, out of all things. So yeah, it's a very ritzy area. You know, Bentley's driving around in traffic.
Yeah. In the next town over, Maitland, you can get a 2-bedroom for exactly what we're paying now.
That's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost $1 less to live here, but you don't even have beaches. I don't get it. At least in Miami, you have beaches.
Yeah.
And food is really expensive in Orlando compared to other cities. Like yesterday, we ate at a Colombian restaurant, and it was $100 a tip.
Colombian, it doesn't matter where you are, you're gonna pay that.
But still, though. No. It's still.
Yeah.
Like even then, come on, bro. Like.
Yeah.
It's still too much. But on the end of Miami, on one end, everything's expensive on the housing end, and labor's competitive. But if you're on the buying end of things, like we calculated last night, we sat down with this math, and Katie and I calculated that if we were to move to Miami, we would save $1,100 on food costs a month. Because you can, instead of going to Starbucks, you can go to a Cuban cafe.
Yeah.
I can get a Cuban sandwich and a café con leche for $12.
And I probably would eat out about the same that I do now. I try to eat more at home when I'm home because, one, I feel better, and two, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I eat kind of.
How's that video going?
Yeah, it's going.
How's it going if you're not watching it? It's at 92%, so still on top of it.
Yeah.
If you're watching it, it's gonna go quick. If you're not watching it, it's not gonna go. I still got an hour-long Orlando video from last night. The signal in the hotel wasn't good enough to get it off. Watch it. If you watch it, it'll go quicker.
Mine got off. I don't know how yours didn't. Did you not put it in the video?
The what?
Oh, the trick is you got to put a video on.
Yes, I know that trick. It didn't work. The internet was too weak. Dale, mijo, apúrate!
I saw this in Miami too. Wild Fork.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I looked on their website. They have like kangaroo meat and ostrich. I'm like, oh.
What is it?
It's kind of like a butcher shop,
cool.
But then it has some other stuff too. So if we did move to Miami or here, I would probably go there. It's just interesting.
No, don't get me wrong. This is a nice area.
Yeah.
But la madre que los parió on the cost of housing.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, we're managing Lakewood Ranch, but we're not really managing it. We're starving in Lakewood Ranch.
Yeah.
It's too expensive for our. It's more than we can afford, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's killing us.
We don't like suburban food. To be honest.
We're in a suburban area for safety.
Like, I want a suburban thing, so a suburban enough where I have like a grocery store close by, but not so far out that I don't have a grocery store, but I could still go to like.
I'm an entitled Karen. I'm an entitled Karen. Yeah, ow! Ow!
That one was real.
What gives you the right to hit people, Katie? I know what. I'm an entitled Karen. And I think everybody owes me everything. And I gotta have a grocery store downstairs because I'm too lazy to drive like everybody else.
Not downstairs, but within 2 miles.
I want everything at my footsteps. Even though I'm unemployed.
Oh, so do you want a Lehigh situation too?
Yeah. Well, you weren't working there either. At least it was cheaper to keep you at home there.
Where it takes 45 minutes to get to the grocery store?
Yeah. At least it gets you out of the house. Swing if you're gonna swing, women. Ow! You're giving me asthma.
You're giving yourself asthma.
So the Karens from Miami Springs discovered our YouTube videos.
Great! I love that.
I just blocked her off the channel. She's like, what makes you the right to come to our neighborhood and record our houses and children that are minors, and you're recording our children in houses, and we're being robbed by people from other communities that come here to scope out our community, and you're putting a video on the internet so people can come rob us. What a snob.
No.
What makes your community any different than any other community that we put on our YouTube channel? You think you're that special? Like,
You're not special.
You live between Medley, Hialeah, and the airport. Like, you're practically living inside the freaking storage closet of Miami.
Yeah.
The Karens of Miami Springs found our YouTube channel.
Good for them.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, comment as much as you want. It just makes me more money.
I blocked her off the channel.
Yeah.
There's some, like, malicious people. What was she saying by that comment? She's saying that by uploading a video driving around Miami Springs, I'm putting them in danger.
Yeah.
What type of garbage is that?
Not everything that puts up about your neighborhood is going to cause you damages.
But she's trying to cause collateral damage to your livelihood by her comment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's some evil crap right there.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about what she's really trying to say, is that you should delete the video because it puts them in danger. And by recording my video, I'm invading their privacy. No, dude.
No.
Miami Springs doesn't know how to gated community. What, Benzes?
No.
Oh, the one we used to have. Dang. That might be it right there.
Yeah.
That might literally be the one we used to have. Was the top black on it or beige? I think it was beige, right?
It was beige.
Remember they installed the top on, so maybe they had to remove it.
Yeah.
There aren't too many of those. That might be it right there.
Yeah. If we could ever afford it, I would actually get another one.
Well, that one was a scam.
Oh, yeah.
They did all the work wrong.
Yeah.
Good thing I put that thing on the contract that if they didn't fix the top, they were going to have to refund it, and they had to.
Yeah.
That was a cool car.
Yeah. I would love to get another Benz one today.
Is this like almost as nice as Coral Gables?
Yeah.
This is what I'm getting out of this little area. It just, the road patterns don't make any sense.
Yeah.
It's really compact. This is really nice.
Yeah.
I think over Orlando we've seen so much of the trashiness that we haven't really seen the nicer parts.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being here in the winter? I mean, this is like when Orlando was dead. I am a student in Orlando. Can you believe that? That's like the most like trying to cause collateral damage I've ever seen on any YouTube video. Like trying to tell me that I'm putting their community in danger by uploading a drive around video.
No.
Get the crap out of here. What makes you think you're that special? You're no different than anybody else. But that's the reality of Karens in 2025. Trying to cause you collateral damage on your platform because they don't like that you have an opinion about where they live.
Remember when we first started the channel, there was someone who loved our channel. That's how we went to their neighborhood.
And we said it was no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. There was somebody who used to love our channel. They would watch all the videos and comment. One day we went to the town where they lived, and they never watched our channel again.
Yeah.
Because they didn't like the opinion we had about their town. I block people.
Yeah.
If you get disrespectful, you're just getting blocked.
Yeah.
There's nothing to it. You're just getting blocked.
Oh, yeah.
This is kind of like Broward County meets like Atlanta type of vibe. This is really fancy out here. somewhere like us has the same air conditioning say what's wrong.
Yep.
We'll have to spend gas money on this thing. We all get the tax refund for that. It has a little bit of a Mount Royal vibe to it as well. These are like really ritzy areas. But places like this don't really make the views on YouTube, don't make the money.
Not really.
It's like the trash that's over there. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
Again, you got to excuse me on the air conditioner situation.
Mm-hmm.
How's that video going?
It's almost up. It's at 97, but now it says 4 hours or 3%.
You get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is definitely like a different level of very compact, very hilly. It kind of reminds me of Gwinnett County.
Yeah. I want to do more Georgia videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now let me tell you about my dog. My dog likes to bark. My dog likes to bark. Let me tell you about my cat. My cat likes to fart. My cat likes to fart. Let me tell you about my fish. It lives in a bowl. It lives in a bowl. Let me tell you about my kangaroo. It likes to dump on you. Let me tell you about my chicken. It likes to crow. Crow, 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 crow. Let me tell you about my fish. It lives in a bowl. It lives in a bowl. Let me tell you about my iguana. It lives in a tree. Iguana, 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 me.
Yeah. I remember.
Why are you trying to interrupt me while I'm singing?
You were done.
I wasn't. You're like,
You
you're like,
stopped
shut up. If I'm singing, don't interrupt me.
Shut up. I'm speaking.
I don't care. I'm singing, dude. I've told you when I'm singing not to interrupt me, bro. It's like you just like to fucking piss the life out of me. Nah! I dare you. It's like you get a freaking throw out a pest screaming. Look at all this traffic going northbound. We should not go in that other direction.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening down there, but I don't want any part of it.
Yeah.
Let me look at a map real quick before I keep going.
Sure. You're looking at one.
This is like really nice out here. Like surprisingly nicer than I thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
Like I knew it was a nice area, but I didn't think it'd be this nice.
Mm-hmm.
We'll stop in the shade so our camera doesn't catch fire.
Yes.
There's little Cape Cod houses and everything. This is cute.
Yeah. Here's your.
There's a lake. There's a dead end. Oh, obviously all the parkway starts all the way out here. Do Winter Park. I'm gonna take. Oh, it's a really nice area. This is like surprisingly nice out here. Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to figure life out. And the Uber rides are real expensive too. The whole map is red. It's a good area to Uber ride. Look, the whole map is red.
Yeah.
Look, literally. So there's good Uber riding out here. The whole thing is red.
Probably because there's a lot of students.
Yeah. I don't know what. I'm just gonna turn it on. I'm gonna get my cancellation rate's gonna go up, but I'm gonna try food delivery and see if it works. Like maybe would somebody be ordering food this? What? It just turned off as soon as oh, that sucks.
What happened?
Look, as soon as I turned on the app, it like there it goes.
Oh, it's back.
So I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to I know I'm gonna screw up my cancellation rate by doing this, but not my cancellation rate, but my acceptance rate. But I really do want to see what the Uber looks like out here. Get an idea where people are going, what they're doing. This is gorgeous of a neighborhood. This reminds me of Louisville.
Yeah.
Like back in the 90s when it was nice.
Yeah.
Before it went to crap. Not gonna lie, this is just absolutely gorgeous out here. Well, the whole map is red, but we haven't got any pings yet. So just give me a second.
Yeah.
We can put on food delivery if you want.
Okay.
This is wow.
Yeah.
This is gorgeous out here. I think with Orlando, perhaps we've just been in really crappy neighborhoods and we haven't really seen like the nicer areas. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, I mean, not that I'm gonna live in these neighborhoods, but you know, like you want to live in a city that's got good stuff. You know, you don't want to live in a place that's
Yeah.
a dump. This out here is just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like I can see me enjoying Uber driving around here. You know, like
Yeah.
picking up rich people and talking about my Bentleys in the shop, and then they never believe me, but I try to pass it off. It's horrible. Like they never believe me, but I try to pass it off. So which way is the sun out? Trying to keep us from facing the sun, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Okay, so the whole map is red, but I turned on the app and I haven't got a single pin yet, so I don't think there's nothing pinging at us yet. If you know that I hate when you try to interrupt me when I'm singing, why do you do it? I was on a good one. That was going to be like a classic for our YouTube
You
channel.
had stopped speaking for 10 seconds.
I don't care. Like, I'm composing music. Don't you understand that as an artist, you can't interrupt
You're
me?
not an artist.
As soon as I start composing, you start trying to talk over me. Like, you're so freaking carried out, man.
No, I'm not.
Hopefully that doesn't leave a bruise.
You did.
You're so carried out. Like, it's so aggravating that here I am trying to compose music and you're messing up my inspiration by talking. Just shut up. Like, you know, it aggravates me when you interrupt me when I'm singing and you're always doing it. It's so freaking aggravating, bro. I dare you. Go ahead. That'll be the last thing you ever do. Stop, dude, I'm driving. Stop, I'm about to hit this while I'm on. Okay, so this is weird. The whole map is red, yet we're not getting any rides.
Yeah.
This area looks beautiful. I thought Orlando was just like Pine Hills and Mercy Drive. Who knew there was a whole better side to it?
Yeah.
Who would have known? This kind of reminds me a lot of Atlanta. Notice how like every worker's undocumented. These are all like Guatemalan looking dudes. That was a surveyor. Surveyors like think that they're like powerful people because they get to determine where people's property lines in. And I'm a surveyor. I get to determine your property line. I have infinite power. Being a surveyor gives me infinite power. South. I really want to go north. I just don't want to get you guys caught up in another traffic bottleneck. Okay, so we are Uber driving, but
There's no rides.
there's no rides. I'm on the clock right now.
Turn it down.
Kitty, I know you don't have any talents or gifts like I do, but just because you don't have any talents doesn't mean that you get to like be dismissive about my talents and abilities. You understand what I'm saying? Like, okay, fine, you don't have any talents, you don't have any abilities.
Can you stop talking? Because I would appreciate that.
Police car right here. This is gorgeous. This is like, wow. Like, I didn't even know places this charming existed in Florida. This kind of reminds me of like Iroquois and Southern and Louisville before
Yeah.
with the crap. to a gazebo in the middle of a park here. Wow. Gorgeous. Like, I could see me enjoying Uber driving around here if there was anybody to pick up. I mean, I got the map on. Well, that's a weird thing. So, I'm up to $3 surcharge right now. I picked up $3 driving around, but I haven't picked up a single person. Even if I got the notification, I don't think I could pick them up.
You can.
Huh?
I'm in the car.
I know. I'm not gonna lie, if I get a good one, I'm gonna drop you off and go get the person and leave me here.
No, you don't.
This reminds me of like the Pelican Bay in Naples. Pelican Bay or... Kind of reminds me of like Pelican Bay. You know what I mean? Like, it just has like a really elegant vibe to it. You mind if I dumpster dive for a minute?
You're not dumpster diving.
Yes, I am. Look at that house, it's like German style. Oh, crap. Didn't go as planned. This is suburban America. Why aren't any passengers coming through here? You find that odd or what?
Yeah.
Like, the whole map is red, but we haven't got a single notification.
Yeah.
I don't know what the problem is. Like, it'll pay. Ooh, look at the mango trees. And it's loaded. Can I steal a mango?
No.
Yeah, these rich people, they think of poor, these people here, they think of poor people just coming here to see what they can steal, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. Like, after looking at their mango and wanting to take a mango, I was like, the timing of that comment was just out of place. Look at that mango tree, it's like loaded.
None of them are ready though.
No, maybe it's an ice cream though. Maybe it's loaded. There's a guy. Oh, he's a worker.
Yeah.
He's probably trying to do the same thing I'm doing. Wow. It's kind of odd to ask a complete stranger to take a mango for their tree, like especially if it's like a special mango tree that they've been cultivating. Here's some random guy. Hey, bro, let me get mango, man. Get mango, bro. Anyways, people in these rich neighborhoods, when they see people that don't live in their neighborhood drive around, they think you're just coming to steal their stuff. But like I was saying, like, keep an eye out. I'll get some organic mangoes.
What's wrong with you?
Look at this magnolia tree.
Yeah.
This is absolutely like, wow. Nice hilly terrain. You know what it reminds me of? I know you're gonna think it's crazy. It's kind of like a nice version of Perry Hill in Alabama.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still remember Perry Hill.
Perry Hill's a part of Montgomery, Alabama that looks like pretty.
Yeah.
But it's totally crime infected because it's still part of Montgomery.
Yeah.
When we first moved there, we thought, well, it's all white people.
Yeah.
And pretty looking houses.
Yeah. Like, some of the driveways are, like, up a hill. So if you're moving, you can't have your moving truck on the driveway.
Yeah, because the houses are up on hills.
Yeah.
It's a neighborhood that looks pretty, and in its day would have been when they built it originally.
It would have been gorgeous.
It would have been gorgeous, but the problem is that it's in the middle of Montgomery, and Montgomery is just pure crappery. So like, even though it looks like a beautiful neighborhood, it's actually like extraordinarily high crime rate. I'm sure this is not the case here.
We almost bought a house there, but I'm glad we didn't.
It might have gone better. Who knows?
Yeah.
I feel like we should. Part of our mistake was Millbrook.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to work for us. We were destined for something greater.
Yeah.
You know, like even now, like we're in the Tampa Bay area, and people recognize us everywhere we go.
Yeah.
So you go figure. You move to a small place in the middle of nowhere. It's just you're too big for the place.
Yeah.
Those people have like small town mentalities. Like, you think those people in Alabama are gonna allow a Hispanic YouTuber to go there, buy a house cash, and live better than them?
Nope.
They're not not gonna allow that. They're not gonna allow you from somewhere else to live better than them. If you were starving, they'd love it.
Yeah.
If you were over
They
there,
would love
they
you.
would love you if you were broke and starving. But if do you think those racist people in Alabama are gonna allow Hispanic to live better than them? Never. And I realized that I remember that the issue was that they didn't want you living better than them. Like if you were in a trailer picking watermelons, they'd be okay with. But when you're driving around recording YouTube videos and being famous and all that, they can't allow that.
Basically, if you have more subscribers than people in their town.
Yeah, that makes them jealous because they want you to be suppressed. They don't want you to
They
be
want you to
thriving.
be poor.
Yeah, they want to suppress you. They don't want you to be thriving. And that's small town mentality. They want to hold you down. Crabs in a bucket. It's a crabs in a bucket mentality, trying to hold you down. By the way, if you're moving to this area and you're watching our video and you're enjoying our thoughts and opinions about this area, give me some money, boy, in the comment section, and put a little super chat up. Give me some money, boy. I want this for you. This ain't free. This Uber ride ain't free. I'm up to $3.50 on the Uber app, but I don't understand why I haven't got a single penny.
Yeah.
Like, it's interesting that we're all the way up to our next trip. I'm up to a $3.50 surge if a passenger existed. Now, here's what's crazy. If we were in Lakewood Ranch where we live,
Yeah.
by now I'd have got 10 different drives.
Yeah.
I haven't got a single one anyway. Is this even on?
It's on.
It's on. Why aren't we getting rides?
I would turn
The
it off
whole
and
map
turn
is
it back
red.
on.
The whole map is red, and we haven't got a single ride.
Yeah.
That doesn't even make any sense. Like, it'd pay you more if somebody existed. Let's turn it off and turn it back on. Offline. Demand is high. Go back online. Okay. Demand is high. Where are these people? Where's this demand?
Yeah.
Maybe there's an event in downtown Orlando. I don't get it. Keep the happiest looking lady ever. She's got her white Jeep. This is some happy looking white people. Good tippers. We will eventually get a passenger, Katie. I don't know why it's not letting this happen. I wonder if it knows that you're in the car with me.
I don't know. It does listen, I think.
I don't know. It's weird that demand is that high. Yet. But there's $9. Like, the whole map is red, but nobody's coming across.
Yeah, I think it listens.
Cuéntame cómo te ha ido. So we can agree that at least this whole north side of Orlando is a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
In some way or another. I can't believe there's no rides. That looks fancy up in there. I like how it's not gated.
Yeah.
Like, if your community is really safe, it doesn't. If everything's gated, it just means you're living in a ghetto area, or there's potential for safety concerns. See, like out here, almost all these are mansions. All these are mansions, and none of them are gated.
Yeah.
Like, if your community is truly safe, why? There's a lot of undocumented people here. It's always the rich people who benefit the most from undocumented people. admit this is a weird scenario. The whole map is red, but I can't get a single red. I wonder what the problem is. I'm sleepy.
I feel good. I actually slept last night.
Oh yeah! Because like everybody that I talked to over here was telling me about how nice the Uber driving is on this side, but I'm still waiting for it. Are we like on the wrong type of? Are we like on Uber X only, or we're going to the settings? Turn on food deliveries too. We can do some food deliveries if we get one.
Yeah.
How's that video going? Wow, the more I drive through this place, the more. You know what it reminds me of? Was like, it kind of like reminds me of like Alabama, like Hoover and all that. Dude, this is gorgeous out here. But that doesn't mean anything. Remember that really? Ooh, is that a lake? I want to fish this lake. Is there where to park here? Is there a place to park in front of this lake? Yeah, let's see. This is.
You were an Uber priority.
Well, that's the problem. She's got to get regular Ubers too. It didn't have Uber X on.
They had Uber Pet in priority.
Yeah. No wonder you weren't getting passengers. Yeah, I knew something was wrong. Is there a place you can park here? I guess you can just park on the road, right?
Let's see if this changes anything.
I'm gonna take a little break here at this park.
Oh, $29 already came up.
From here to.
But it's like 2 steps per hour, and it's like a 2-hour trip.
I wonder if they're cool with. That's not a lot of money.
That's too low.
Too low. Here's another one going to Kissimmee for $21. But these aren't really good paying rides. I mean, you're driving an hour and a half for $21. So what are you getting? $14 an hour? That's not good.
No.
I like this park. I want to fish here for a little bit. I think you're allowed to park on the road here, right?
No.
I saw a car parked on the road over there. We'll find a place where we can park out of the way. I want to spend some time here.
Park.
At sunset. Yeah, you can just park as long as you're not like in the way. Like, see how these cars are parked on the side here?
Yeah.
You can do that. We'll park on the side and then we'll. Yeah, you can park on the side.
Okay.
Okay, so what I'm seeing with these Uber ads that are coming up is, first of all, they're going an hour away. They're going to like Winter Haven or whatever, and they're paying at like $14 an hour, which is pretty bad. In the daytime, you should be making at least $22 an hour. I want to fish here. Dude, this is gorgeous. Wow. This is like out of a movie script type of setting. So we can park somewhere where we're not like. I know you got rich people, they get offended if you go in their community.
Yeah.
But this truck looks like a really. That's a nice thing about having a rich people park, is that people don't think you're a bum.
Yeah.
So there are $12 surcharges in downtown Orlando right now.
Yeah.
There's gotta be good bass in that little lake there. This is phenomenal. There's people here. You gotta find a place to park. It feels like if you did stop for a minute, like the rich people would be on you, like, why is this person in our community type stuff.
True. Yeah.
Because rich people are always like on an edge. But my back hurts a lot, and so does my waist. I gotta stop for a minute. Find a place where we can stop and fish for a minute. How about right on that hill? Like, there's no space so they can walk, drive around this. Like right here. That way there'll be enough space for cars to go drive around this if we need to.
Park.
Hang on for a minute. This is gorgeous, guys. This is just wow. Check it out. Yeah, this is nice.
Okay.
Walk around a little bit.